So there was my 140 for Alex. 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200. Oh, I'm going to make it. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 300. I'll go up to 310. I'll make one more. So that's 140, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. 60, 70, 80, 90, 300. All right. Um, put Tony on it. So now we're going to make a histogram. Oops. All right. How should I scale my y-axis? What's the so I've got some zeros under some of those numbers. And how far do I need to go up? I don't. 14? All right, so I think I will go by, 5, 10, 15. I'm going to make it easy. All right, 140 to 150, how many we got? 1. Let me get a better color pen here. 1. That was Tony. So 150 to 160? 2. Nothing? 160 to 170, is that where we have the 2? What's the next one? 4. 5. 14. So that's our big old football team. Okay. And then we're down to 7. 3. 4. 2. Oh, there's a 0 there? Oh, God, if I go back, nope. All right, I have to use the eraser. You got. So now I need to go all the way up to 240. Okay. All right. What's the 3? Oh, you guys, you're killing me. What? And then 1. And then 300 is 1. Okay. So where should this 3 column be? Oh, this is nobody? I need to erase that one? God, you guys are just killing me here. Come on. You can do better than this. Okay. So now get out your graphing calculators. We would like to have the calculator make this same graph. Would we not? Of course we would. Okay. So you can put all 80 of those numbers into your graphing calculator in list 1 and graph this histogram. I'm not going there. Okay? So hit the stat button and number 1, edit. Yeah. Oh, that's right. You guys didn't know we had a stat button, did you? Okay. So stat, edit. Now, you have these lists there. Do you have anything in your lists? Arrow up to the name of the list, hit the clear button, and hit enter. Do not hit delete. I can fix your calculator if you have deleted your list, but don't delete your list, just clear your list, okay? And you have to clear it from the top to clear out all the numbers. Okay. All right. So now we as I was explaining, because I didn't realize I forget that because you guys took a different curriculum, you've never used your calculators before for statistics. So I could put all of those weights in list 1 and make a histogram. And maybe the first weight was 180, the next weight was 175. That's going to take me too long. I'm not going for that today. So I'll show you a little bit easier way to do the data that we have. So we had somebody that weighed 140 named Alex. Um, and did we have anybody in the 150s? No. So, shall I I actually don't have to put that in. What's the next one where we have a value? 160. So we got somebody in the 160s. I'll put 160. Then we have a 170 and a 180. And I know we got 190s. There's a bunch of them. And a 200. And we have 210, right? Do we have 220? And 230? 240? 250? And then the 300. Okay? Okay, then I'm going to go over to my list 2, and we had one person in the 140 category. How many in the 160? How many in the 170? 180? How many? 5. 190? 200? 210? 220? I couldn't hear. 4, thank you. 240? 250? Thank you. 300? 1. Okay. Now I'm going to make a histogram, so I better tell the calculator to make a histogram, and you may have never made a histogram before. So you hit second y equals. Second is the first row, and then y equals, and that's your stat plots. Oh, the instructions for the 89 are in your book somewhere. And sorry, I'm just not good with the 89s, but they're in there. Yeah. All right, hit enter and turn your stat plot on. Hit enter when you're beeping over the on button. Yes, sir? We will change that next. We select the graph first and then we change it. No, the first one is a scatter plot. The third graph is a histogram, and we're making histograms, so choose the third graph. Now it changes your X list for you, so you need to go down and set your X list to be list 1. That was the weights, and it says freak down there. Frequency. Oh, did we put in frequencies? That was the counts for each weight. So the frequencies we put in list 2. To get list 1 and list 2, you do second 1, second 2. Yay! All right. We there? Now you hit graph, and if your calculator is anything like mine, you don't see your histogram, do you? The only Zoom stat that doesn't work is the histogram. Sorry. It gives you a lousy graph. It doesn't do the classes right. So you hit your window button. Your X-min. What was our minimum value on the X-axis? Tony, 140. I'm sorry, Alex, 140. And the max, we put a value in 300. We'd like to see it, so we need to go one class over. So we say 310. Okay? We went by tens along the x-axis, so my x scale is 10. Y minimums. Oh, I can start to see my histogram already. Probably your Y maximum needs to be about, 15? And then when you hit your graph button, you get the same histogram we had before. With an outlier. There's an outlier. Okay. Have fun.